What up? What up? What up? What up, Shakers? Let's go.
That's how it goes?
They keep asking about the best when they know it's me.
Okay.
Asking about the rest when they know it's me.
Straight in, I guess.
You know it's me.
So what do we want to talk about today? Do we talk about the fact that Spain won the Euros? Do we talk about the fact that the Kasi games are ongoing? Do we talk about the fact that Pirates are doing the preseason in Spain facing Wayne Rooney's team? Nope. I want to go to Mamelodi Sundowns. Yes, I want to talk about Kodisang. Kodisang, the young man who was playing in Portugal, was playing there for a number of years, playing in sort of the second league and not necessarily in the top teams. He's back. He was signed by Mamelodi Sundowns. And I looked at this deal thinking to myself, for Sundowns, it's a good deal, right? Like, it's good. He's back here. He's a high-quality player. We get to see him every single week. That's fine. But then I thought, my heart kind of sank a little bit because I was wondering, why is he coming back here? Why are we not able to produce players that can play in top leagues anymore? It's not like we didn't do it because in the past we had the Benny McCarthy, right? We had the Steven Pienaar, right? We had the Lucas Radebe, right? We even had Aaron Mokoena himself playing in the top leagues. But for some reason here, you probably throw Foster at me, but it's like, that's it. It's like it's Lau Foster only. The other one is playing in Sweden. The other one is playing at Cyprus. The other one is playing at Denmark. The others are playing at MLS. But it's like, it's not necessarily like the high leagues. It's not necessarily like the top of tops. And I'm not looking down on those leagues. Don't get me wrong. I'm not looking down on them being like they're bad leagues in any kind of way. But it's like we used to have it. It's almost like my parents used to take me to Disneyland every week. And then suddenly they stopped. Why did they stop? Do we not have money? What happened? Because I look at this and I think, we're not producing players that can stay within top leagues. And I did a little bit of my homework and I thought to myself, what could the reason be, Shakes? Reason being number one is the fact that Bafana do not compete at high tournaments, at high levels, getting deeper into stages of those tournaments. I think that's number one. We did it now with the AFCON, but we need to keep on doing it. Number two being our development. It's not really great. You watch Euros and you see a 16-year-old doing what he's doing. He turned 17, he's a Euros champion. And you just think what kind of developments they do in that side to get those teenagers on the pitch. The leagues. We need to give chances to kids a lot more. Yes, I'm seeing it happen at this moment. We've got the Mofokeng that's going on, which is great. We need to do that a whole lot more in terms of what SuperSport did with Sundry Campbell and having to give him an opportunity and him going to Belgium. And also, clubs, put on a sell-on clause. And what is a sell-on clause? I play Football Manager and it shows me the ways. So you can sell on these players cheap. But if you put on a sell-on clause, when they go to the next club and they sell them for millions, you could get millions off back, depending on the percentage you guys decide on. The fans, everybody comes out and said, what's wrong with them playing here? Why are you such a hater? Why can't they play here? Guys, they cannot play here because it's not the best league in the world. It's not. I love the PSL. It's great. But it's not where you want players to stay. And even the players themselves, y'all are too comfortable. Y'all are too comfortable. You look at Haaland, man. Would have Norway kept Haaland in Norway? Would have Belgium kept Kevin De Bruyne in Belgium? No, they would have not done that. So why are we doing that? I really don't get it. And I like what Peter Mswane said recently in an interview. It's okay to play here in the short term. You can drive your, Vrpa, have your nice little house, but in the long term, is it going to sustain you? The likes of Riyad Mahrez, Sadio Mane, they're making millions. 10 million rands a week in the Saudi. Why are we not preaching for excellence? Why? I don't simply get it. And you guys could change your lives, no doubt about it. And Kodisang, welcome back. I can't wait to see you every single week. But we need to start as a nation to start pushing excellence a whole lot more. So when I say the name Bloemfontein Celtic, what's the first name that comes to mind? Yep. Moses Spandeel is here. He is our guest next. And I tell you what, I asked him, South African legends, are they underappreciated? Man, was he blunt.
Another big guest on Playing the Field with Chicks, guys. We talk to legends here, man. It's unbelievable. We've got a legend with the CV that's got Tata Bucks on it, that's got Blackburn Rovers on it, that's got Hungry Lions on it. But most importantly, when I say Bloemfontein Celtic, who do you think I'm mentioning? Moses Spandeel, how are you doing?
I'm fine, my brother. And you?
No, I'm right. It's a pleasure to be speaking to you, man. And now I know you are coaching as well. Has that always been the dream?
You know, the soccer is always in the blood. So for me personally, it is just a thing that you can go from playing to coaching. And it's the same thing. You just love the game. So it's just now my 4th season in coaching. So and I really enjoy it. And it's a good thing for me to just keep on with the soccer.
No, I see. I mean, tell me something. You played up until a very later age, up until you were like 39 per se. When did you realize that you were going to become a coach? Like, what did it hit you early that you were like, okay, once I'm done, I'm going to start coaching? Or
no, not actually, because I told myself, nah, I'm gonna just leave the soccer. My age is also against me that time. So the owner, coach of Hungry Lions, called me and he asked me to come and help him and assist him because I was playing for him. And it's like you at home, the second home. My first home was Bloemfontein Celtics, but there are no more. So I told myself, no, let me just go in to the coaching and we see what you can do. And now I'm going to my 4th season now.
That's amazing, man. I see that stuff has also opened up channels for coaching licenses and all that stuff. Is that something you also going to do at some point?
Yes. That is why it's actually one of the things I have to do to just improve what I have to do. You know, even as a young coach, you have to improve yourself to be better. And so that is my aim, to just get in the coaching courses and stuff.
Yeah, no, I totally get that. And wanted to ask you, man, did you watch the Euros or not that came to an end?
Yeah. So I watched, even yesterday, I watched the final. Okay. Very, very good, exciting players and good coaches, and you see the tactics, what you can see on the field. So that is why I'm saying I fell in love with the game, and the game is still progressing and going further.
No, I agree with that. But now the one thing I always like to bring it home to when I watch Euros and I want to bring a topic back to South Africa is, in the final, we had someone who was 17 years old and was a European Championship winner and played majority of the tournament being a 16-year-old. Tell me something, now that you are a coach yourself and maybe you see a lot more than what I see, when will we ever get to a time where we have a 16-year-old that's playing at the AFCON for Bafana and playing a very pivotal role?
To be really honest with you, for me personally, I think the development is the development. If the development is good, then one of these days, I don't know, not in 2 years' time, maybe in a couple of years' time from now, we're going to get something from South Africa. But if we have to have that development, the academies and so on, just make itself like in a Europe, you understand what I'm trying?
Yeah.
Environment, yeah. So it's never, what can I say? It's never said we're not going to have a 17 or a 16 or a 7 or 18-year-old that is on top of his game, but you have to let's just work on the boys, and you never know what could happen in the near future.
Yeah, no, I mean, for me, as someone who's like watching from the TV and stuff, I sort of ask myself this question: if someone is 16 years old and they're going to be very elite, and if we're going to try get that development that's going to be right, I mean, at what age should we start coaching these guys? From age 1? Or, I mean, 16 years old and being elite, when should we start coaching them, I guess, or developing them?
You know, I've always said, if you have an academy, you can start from an early age, maybe at 13, 14, there around. So you can give him that strength, that power, that experience. You know, even though you are still young, you can still have that experience to play football, and you can see the likes of Jamal, Musiala, all these youngsters is playing for the top teams in Europe and in big countries as well.
should our bigger teams in the country, I can see a lot of more teams are playing more youth in terms of Stellenbosch. We've seen Mufokeng do what he's doing at Orlando Pirates as well. We've seen Shaolala start games for Kaizer Chiefs from time to time. Should our teams in the upper level DSTV Premiership trust more youth players and bleed them in?
Yeah, I always said that you have to trust. Even here we have youngsters here at Hungry Lions. So if you sign a player and you said you're gonna play him as a youngster, you have to put that thing as you trust that boy. So when he comes into the field, you have to believe it that he can do the job. So at the end of the day, you have to just like I said, trust the boys, and you never know what could happen in the near future.
Nah, man, that's cool, man. Tell me something, a big story that happened as well recently, something that might have also been close to your heart in some kind of way, in the way that I'm going to phrase the question. So, Maruma Gallants bought the status of Swallows recently, and unfortunately that happened, and now Maruma Gallants is back, Morocco Swallows is gone. You played for an iconic club. You played for a club that brought fans all the time. Celtic, it lost its way in the particular same way in terms of having their status bought. How much of this status buying does it dilute our South African football?
That's it's a little bit difficult to answer that, but yeah, it's how can I say it? It's like you're selling the player like the Swallows. It's iconic, like you said, it's an iconic team I played against them since forever. And to see them gone, it was also the same thing with Celtics when they got they sold out. So that is it's a little bit difficult question, but yeah, it dilute a little bit, but you're gonna see maybe. They said we're going to put Maruma Gallants to Blom, so we'll never know, because maybe the supporters will come back and do what they used to do.
Yeah, I mean, for yourself, and obviously because of you played at Celtic for so long, did it hit home when you saw Celtic going as well?
Yeah. It hit me hard, because even though I was not with them, I was at the Hungry Lions at the time.
Yeah.
And I was just just thinking back of the times that the Fries and Dems and all these players that we played with at Celtics. How does it feel for them? Because for me, it hit me a little bit hard. And was a Blomster. They said was Blomster stay a Blom.
No, 100%. In your mind, before I leave this topic, in your mind, if you buy a status of a football club, you should be able to stay in the region of where the football club is based. Would you agree to that?
Yeah, I really agree to that. Yeah, it's true.
No, 100%. And also the big news that is also broke as well last week is the fact that Kaizer Chiefs legends will be playing against Bloemfontein Celtic legends. And I just want to know, on the 28th of July, will Moses Spandeel be there?
Yes, actually, David Modise, he called me last week, I think, 2 weeks ago, and he called me and he said there's a game gonna be on. So yeah, I will be there in Blom on the 28th of this month. I'm gonna play.
Are you looking forward to putting your boots back on again? It's not so long ago you did retire, but are you looking forward to it?
Yeah, you can say that, because I'm a little bit fit. I'm training with the guys every day, so I don't know if the guys are ready for me, because I'm ready to go there.
So you're ready to run circles around Chiefs legends?
Yeah, you know, they said I'm assigned for this Hungry Lions team, but the age is not against, is against me. So we'll see on the 28th of this month, Kaizer Chiefs Legends versus Bloemfontein Celtics.
No, man, I'm glad to hear that. You guys heard that exclusively. He will be there at the Kaizer Chiefs versus Kaizer Chiefs versus Bloemfontein Celtics Legends match. A few questions that I have left. You guys were only 5 points away from second place, Tucks. In the Motsepe Championship. I'm sure the target this coming season is the DSTV Premiership.
Yeah. Our target. We had a meeting before we started with the preseason and told ourselves we have to have a main goal. What we're gonna set, and we're gonna set. We will not allow us to maybe reach the top 8, but now as our 4th season, we have to go full out and try to get promotion to the DSTV.
I see. And you're hoping to qualify automatically instead of having to go to the playoffs, I take it.
Yeah. Well, we wanted to go for number one spot because if you go to the playoff spot, that time you're still playing games and you have to come back and go for preseason. At the end of the day, you're going to be late. And you understand there's no rest for the players. So I will think maybe first position will make us, will make a good thing for us.
I see. And now, obviously, seeing that you've joined the coach's side of things, is it easier to be a player or is it easier to be a coach?
Oh, it's a little bit difficult to be a coach because it's stress here. It's a lot of stress. but if you enjoy and you know what you want to do and you want to achieve something, you have to just hit the stick and get the stones from everywhere. You have to just be professional as that.
Now, 100%. And now your own coaching ambitions. I mean, where does Moses Spandeel want to go? Is it DSTV Premiership? We've seen a Rulani who's been able to go to North Africa. We've seen Fatu Davids as well has been able to go to Tanzania. We've had a Bradley Carnell in the United States. Where's your ambitions? Benny McCarthy was at the Premier League as well with Manchester United before. Where's your ambitions at?
Firstly, I just want to get more and more experience here with the coaching staff here at the Hungry Lions. Maybe we'll see in the future what is the future holder for me. But at the moment, I'm good here.
Oh, you're good there at the moment.
Yes.
So obviously, having to try promote the team into DSTV Premiership, you would love to be with that particular team in the DSTV Premiership.
Yeah, I want to put something on the map for the Northern Cape because Northern Cape has never ever a Premiership team, so it's going to be a good achievement for us to just get in the Premiership.
No, man, that's cool, man. Now, in the DSTV Premiership, I'm sure you are a football fan as well. You watch him from the side too?
Yes. I'm watching him. I love football.
No, perfect, man. Now, seeing that you love football, now people are saying that now that Rulani has left Mamelodi Sundowns, things will be a little bit more even within the DSTV Premiership. The points won't be as big. What do you say?
If other people will always say that thing, but for me personally, if the team is going with the same mentality what they have in the previous seasons and so on, there's no stopping them. But if the other teams want to achieve something, there's going to be a good fight for Sundowns and for all the big teams.
So do you see it being Sundowns running away with it again?
I don't think it's going to be a runaway this season. The coming season, I think it's going to be tough because you see the guys are Chiefs, Pirates, the guys are signed players and maybe going to have a different season this season.
I see. So you thinking it's going to be, the gap is going to be closer?
I think, yeah, it's my thinking.
Okay, now a few questions that I have left, just the two more questions that I have left. Tell me something, Moses. Comedy Erasmus came out recently to speak about the fact that players are not appreciated enough for what they have given on the pitch. Now, you've obviously been a player for a long time, and obviously when we think Bloemfontein Celtics, we think of you and Tete, we think of a lot of players that have graced that football club as well. Do you feel appreciated for what you gave to the game? Do you think that appreciation is there?
For me personally, to be honest, I didn't. There was no appreciation for me that. But like I said, let bygones be bygones and focus on what we have to achieve in the near future and so on. Because the appreciations, it's important to have appreciation, but if it is not coming, you can't tell yourself now it's over. Just keep on going. Yeah.
I see. So would you say you agree with what Comedy Erasmus said in terms of players don't get appreciated enough?
Yeah. True that. True.
No. That's fair. Now, thanks for your honesty as well. The last question I have for you, man, I ask my guests this question, every single one of them when they come here. There is no wrong answer. So you can answer it any way that you would like. Where is South African football for you right now, Moses Spandeel?
South African football for me now. We're going to the right direction, if you can see. But at the moment we are a little bit far from the European and so on. But like I said, we're going. So we'll see.
Do you have hope? Do you feel positive about it?
Yeah, it's not gonna come overnight, but I think it's gonna come. But maybe in a few years' times, then everything will be a little bit different now.
No, 100%. Most Spandeel, listen, man, I just want to take this time to say thank you for being a guest on the show, and I really wish you all the best with your coaching career. I really wish that we see you in the DS3 Premiership in the following season so that we can also chat to you about that too.
Thank you, my brother, man. It was an honor.
It's time for Bet of the Week. Get ready to win big by placing the right bets on the right games.
It's bet of the week time, right? And I tell you what, the bet that I've gone with is going to surprise a lot of people. So I've gone with an outright bet. You know why? Because the Premier League starts in 3.5 weeks. So who's going to win the Premier League, Shakes? I've gone with Arsenal. He's obviously going to say that. He's an Arsenal fan. Of course, but there's a reason why I said it. Remember Liverpool had 90-something points behind City the 1 year? And then they went the second year, the same number of points? And then what happened in the third year? Arsenal's been chasing Man City for the last 2 years. The third year is the one. And the odds are 2.85. Double your money with this bet, but make it now. And join me. And don't forget to click on the link below.
Remember to practice responsible betting at betway.co.za.
We've already come to the end of the show, but before I do go, if the Premier League starts in 3.5 weeks, when does the PSL start? DSTV Premiership, can you guys release the fixture list? We're waiting. And before you go, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you're notified for future episodes.